Happy Sabbath, Bantwana bakaNkulunkulu. We are so glad to be alive for yet another Sabbath. Simbonge uJehova ngosigcina. Today, let us dwell on a verse from a passage that we will not be speaking about. From a passage that we will not be discussing. Psalms 81 verse 10 has a verse that triggers. It's something that I picked up in today's lesson as I was going through it. That speaks to how we should not forget where we come from, specifically with regards to what God has done for us. So here is the story of abantwana baka-Israel having gone through 400 years of being captives in Egypt. And God takes them out, miracle after miracle, freeing them, taking them out into a journey, making them cross the Red Sea, delivering them from war after war. And it comes to a point where He has now to give them a manual of how they should survive the journey, a manual of how they should live their lives if they are to reach the destination. uNkulunkulu bazalwane has set us on a journey, has planned the journey of our lives hundreds of years before we came into existence. Long before we even knew that He loved us, He has planned the journey. It comes a point where God says to us, Lalela mntanami, if we are going to embark on this journey, if we are going to continue and survive this journey that I have set you on, we need to understand, bazalwane, ukuthi we are not a journey that esiyifake kuyo thina. Therefore, the person who is the author of our journey is the one who provides the manual. There comes a time when He says, here are the 10 commandments to the children of Israel. And when He says that, one of the things that He mentions, strategically and importantly so, and it is important that we need to remember it, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt. Psalms 81 verse 10 alludes to that, also speaks to that. Years, a long time after that statement was said, Psalms, in the book of Psalms, uTumbali refers us back to the time when God says, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt. And then He goes on to say, open your mouth wide and I will fill it. Why should we not forget about Egypt? I know we preach forgiveness and moving on, forgive and forget. But in this instance, not speaking about forgiveness, but speaking about remembering where God has taken you from. Because uNkulunkulu yazi ukuthi when He gives us an instruction, in order for us to comprehend, He has to relate it to what has happened to us in the past. In order for us to at least attempt to comprehend and understand His power and His love, we've got to look back and reflect on the love that He has shown us in the past. So as you further on in this journey of life that God has set you on, remember this: He is the author. He is the one who has set you in it. So if He is the author, the manual should come from Him. The 10 commandments should come from Him. The instructions on how to do what and when should come from Him. And in order for you to comprehend and understand and accept them, you've got to remember where He has taken you from. You've got to remember the captivity that He freed you from. You've got to remember the miracles that He bestowed upon you so that you could survive that particular challenge and that particular journey. So that when you look forth, you are able to take this instruction with the understanding that as He says, I should do it this way, it means He knows the future. It's because He knows what I'm going to face tomorrow. So that if I use this instruction, I will surely survive and I will surely make it to the promised land. The one who delivered us from the past. He has the destiny in His hand.